The day I turned 18, my father flung a $50 note at me declaring, "Leave. I'm done funding another man's mistake." He believed it was the ultimate blow. I grabbed the money, smiled, and gave him a sealed letter I'd saved for years. "I know," I told him. "My real dad is out there." He looked out the window, his face went ashen. Can you imagine spending your entire life being told you're a mistake? Being dismissed, neglected, made to feel like you don't belong, only for the man who raised you to throw a $50 bill in your face on your 18th birthday and tell you to get out? Yeah, that happened to me. But what he didn't know was that $50 wasn't the end of my story. It was the beginning of his undoing. To understand what truly happened that day, we have to go back. Way back. 10 years earlier, to be precise, to the first time I realized I wasn't like the other kids in my family. I was 8 years old. It was the spring recital at Highlands Ranch Elementary, and I had practiced Fur Elise for 3 months straight. My tiny fingers knew every single note by heart. My mom, Linda, sat in the front row, phone out, recording every second. She even wore her favorite blue dress, the one she saved for special occasions. But the seat next to her? It was empty. Richard had a last-minute meeting, Mom told me when I asked. Even at 8, I noticed. He never had last-minute meetings when Tyler had his soccer games. Tyler, my little brother, was 4 then, and Richard attended every match, even the ones where Tyler just picked dandelions on the field instead of playing. After the recital, I found Mom in the hallway. Her eyes were red, but she smiled and told me I was wonderful. "Why doesn't Daddy ever come to my things?" I asked. She didn't answer. She just hugged me tighter than usual, a hug that felt less like comfort and more like a desperate apology. That night I couldn't sleep. I crept downstairs for water and heard voices from the kitchen. Richard and Mom. They didn't know I was listening. "I told you I can't pretend forever," Richard snapped. "Every time I look at her, I see the mistake you made." Mom's voice was softer, pleading. "She's a child, Richard. She's innocent in all of this." Then his voice, cold and final. "She's not my child. She never was. And the day she turns 18, she's out of this house." I didn't understand what mistake meant back then. I didn't know why Richard looked at me differently than he looked at Tyler. But I understood one thing clearly. Whatever was wrong with me, it made my mother cry. I went back to bed without the water. And I started counting. Not the days until I could leave, but the days until I could understand why I was never enough. The difference between Tyler and me wasn't just emotional, it was financial. And by the time I was 16, I had the receipts to prove it. It was September of my junior year. SAT registration was due. I needed $200 to $150 for the test,